On one hand, I think the systems providers are becoming much more sophisticated in terms of what they can offer. So for example, before it used to be highly specialized, customized systems only that would achieve certain proportions of glass or mullion sizes. And now that's becoming mass-produced, it's great for architects because we have a lot more choice in terms of systems that have beautiful proportions, quality finishes, and interesting mechanisms that hide or disguise, let's say, the engineering behind these systems. On the other hand, you have this development of, let's say, a robotically assisted facade production. It's now possible to share a digital model, a three-dimensional digital model directly with the fabricator. We can essentially replicate the digital model in the physical world. And this is really interesting because facades that previously would have been way too costly to consider and would have been either taken out at the concept stage as unfeasible or worked through in VE and simplified are now becoming feasible within the commercial bounds of your typical project. And as architects, we're always looking for the clearest glass, the largest openings, the best color rendition through that glass. But from an energy perspective, our collaborators and engineers are always looking to try to reduce the energy load on the building. And what's interesting now with material science, we're getting the ability to meet both of those requirements at the same time. Incredibly clear glass with quality visual rendering, color rendering, that gives a relatively naturalistic view through the glass, but at the same time something that meets the energy performance standards that are mandated by the authorities. So I think some of the interesting technologies that are emerging today are about how facades can respond to sunlight, wind, and other dynamic entities. So some of these new emerging technologies can be classified in two areas. One is mechanical systems that use moving parts, such as moving louvers or external blinds, to help improve the energy performance of the facade. The other is solid-state systems that actually use material technology to embed, for example, liquid crystal that respond to the exposure of a facade. I think that both of these have tremendous opportunity, and it's more or less an extension of this ongoing requirement for visual clarity, openness, at the same time contrasting with the need to shield and protect buildings from the energy of the sun and provide acoustic comfort for the occupants. I think that visitors to the summit of Future Facades will gain quite a useful insight into the cutting edge of technology and methodology that's currently being employed. The work that we do as architects, it's very much based around keeping abreast of technological developments and trends, and that's why I personally love attending the conference. I feel like it reinvigorates the process of design with new ideas and new possibilities. One of the fantastic things about attending the conference, I find, as an architect, is you get the opportunity to actually touch these systems. Oftentimes when you're looking at a catalog or some online material, you don't really get a tactile understanding of what's on offer. And as you walk around the doors and windows facade conference, you have the opportunity to actually play and manipulate and ask questions and really have a solid understanding of those systems because you're actually physically in contact with them. And that really gives us the confidence to specify and make recommendation because we become more familiar with those systems.